Hey guys, I'm here with Brian Massey. We just had some eggs and bacon and
Chicken fried steak,
biscuits and butter.
biscuits and gravy.
You know, the usual healthy breakfast.
I should be dead in about 20 more minutes.
So last time we met, we talked about Brian's book, which just came out, and now it's been 2 months.
It's been out, about 2 months now.
So basically, what we're going to talk about how Brian marketed the book, and so tell me maybe first of all, what are the things you thought marketing the book is going to be like, but it wasn't true?
Yeah, well, so there was a lot of lessons learned. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm a scientist, so there's no failed experiment, right? But still, when you want to see those numbers coming in and something doesn't work that you've worked on, it hurts. I think probably the first lesson learned was I spent a fair amount of time setting up the book blog at customercreationequation.com. There's some good content there, but you know where the action is? It's on Amazon.
Oh, well, why did you set up a different site though? Why not use your conversionscientist.com?
Well, the idea was that I would set up a site for people that are specifically looking for the book, for people that meet me through the book and associate me with the book before being the conversion scientist, even though it's part of the title. And they're going to be looking for that content. So I want to make sure that the search engines saw what I was writing about and whatever they were interested in. An example is business porn. You're not going to find business porn out there on the conversion scientist, but it will be on the book blog because it's one of the topics I talk about.
Do you think you missed out on some SEO traffic, like the regular audience coming to your blog?
Well, my assumption was that I could flow the search engine juice from that blog by putting links to the book blog from my conversion scientist blog and from our corporate brochure site. So I figured that would take care of that.
Okay, but you say that you shouldn't have done the blog to begin with.
No, I should have put all of my time into Amazon.com.
And do what though?
Well, so Amazon, as it turns out, is really its own little world. Has its own search algorithms, and there are a number of strategies you can use to get your book higher on Amazon's radar screen. Just like trying to get, for instance, you can do a free. So they look at sales rank. They have their own page rank. It's called sales rank. And you can do things to get higher in sales rank to the point where if you get into the top 10 in one of your subcategories, Amazon says, oh, this book is trending, let's carry it forward and make it part of the recommendations that we do on people's pages and stuff like that. You can spend a lot of time on your author page. Your author page actually will allow you to put blog posts, take your RSS feed from your blog into your author page, and those backlinks are not no-follow.
Oh.
So you're getting some major Amazon juice back to your blog. You can put a video up there, and
so people would also read the blog posts on Amazon, or they would click through to your site?
They would click through.
So did you see much traffic coming in, or did you?
I have not seen much traffic coming in through that. So, but I need to put some of these other strategies in place to get on Amazon's radar. So if you launch your book correctly, launch a Kindle edition, and don't let anybody else sell a Kindle edition, you can get into an exclusive program for Amazon where you're allowed to give the book away, which will increase your volume, and those free books count as sales.
Wow.
And so that will bump you up into the...
I've seen that, like, books that are not even on sale are already ranking like #1 in their whatever category. It's like, so that's how they do it.
They might be doing that. They might be doing pre-orders. That's another thing I would do. One of my co-authors did a pre-order of signed books before it was sold. Sold like 100 copies in 7 hours, something like that. So Drew Davis, Brandscaping, it's a good book too. So those are the sorts of things. I had started off even a year before building out some Facebook apps, using some video to market the thing. The Facebook strategies really didn't work, and it was quite an investment in time.
So what was the whole concept there?
The concept there was to create a tab on the book page. At that point, I had a working title was one of the problems, so that's gone away. And then have them go to a page that gave them an informational, really a video that took them through one of the concepts in the book. So it was really teaching them something, with some real value there.
I see.
And then have them pre-order the book from there. Or actually, at that point, I was just getting a name and an email address.
So in the end, did it work?
In the end, I got a small list, but it's a great list. When I mail to it, something's going on, I get a great response. They bought the books. They certainly jumped on. At one point, I had a free book giveaway where it was just for the cost of shipping to see how that worked. That worked fairly well, but it's an expensive promotion because I have to eat the cost of the book itself. You're only paying for shipping.
Did it result in? Well, let's hope it's a good omen.
That's probably been hanging there for 20 years, and it just fell today. You should leave this in.
I will. This is uncut. So I wanted to ask, did these copies that you gave away, did they result in reviews?
Yes, so they did. The idea there was to, again, in the Amazon ecosystem, if you want to get your book bubbled up, you need positive reviews. It's good to mix in some negative reviews, and you need people to tag your book for you. This is something else I had noticed. People can actually go in and tell Amazon what category they think your book is in.
Oh.
And so they can tag your book for you.
Did they?
And they did not. That's pretty hidden. But you really have to ask them to do that, and that's really where I am.
But maybe your book was in the right category already, so there was no need for it, or.
Perhaps so. I mean, I don't know what would entice people to do it other than, quite frankly, other authors. I tell them go and tag something because they understand what the concept is. So these are some new concepts. But when you send an email out to your list, the folks that expressed interest, having a list of things that they can do, from really, write a review and go on Amazon and do it, do a blog post on it, tweet about it, and then so go tag it, whatever is very
I guess
easy.
you were kind of late with reviews, because last time we met and I read your book, I checked on Amazon, there was only one review.
There was one review. Today I've got 7 5-star reviews and 3 for the Kindle edition.
Any haters?
No haters yet, no. But most of the people that have reviewed the book have been people that have asked you. Okay. And that's the difference in the strategy I'm taking now, which is you've got to reach out and ask folks to do things for you.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's one of those things where there is, something is there will be more, and if it's like an empty place, people feel hesitant. If there's only one reviews, people are like, I guess it's kind of social proof, right?
Yeah. Well, and now there's a whole new thing coming out with the new Kindles that Amazon's coming out with. They have even more integrated author integration.
You mean the ones that just came out?
The ones that just came out.
Paperwhite and new Kindle Fire HD. And
That's right. So they have new ways of connecting the book to the author. And so there's new opportunities for you to go and create more of this content around yourself as an author and connect with your readers.
So tell me, top 3 things that you would do differently.
Top 3 things I would do differently. Number 1, I would be more aggressive at building that pre-order list. Number 2, I don't know that I would probably still put up a blog for all the SEO reasons. But I would have spent more time working on my Amazon stuff. And I would not have released the book, the digital version of the book, to other sites, because you can't. Once you do that, Amazon won't let you into this exclusive club.
You mean the Nook and Barnes and Nobles?
Nook, Barnes and Nobles, yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
There's a dozen places that my publisher released it to, and we had to pull all those back in order to qualify. So.
What were top 3 best things you did?
Top 3 best things so building the list, having the list was...
Email list.
Yes, out of the gate, that was awesome. And I think that list is going to come in handy when I do my big day and free book
Sequel.
At that point, I got to tell you, probably everything else has been kind of meh. It really has been mixed. Free chapters have been kind of a mixed, the times that I sell it most is when I'm out speaking. So I guess the other thing would be that this summer and this spring I booked several speaking gigs and I've been doing webinars and things, and whenever I do one of those, there's a nice bump in book sales. So
you walk around basically with your books in your bag the whole time in case anybody wants to buy.
Yeah, I've got a little thing for my phone that I can charge credit cards.
Oh yeah, Square, or what do you use?
It's called Phone Swipe, and it's one of my free consultations, and I was like, hey, this is a great idea, I'll sign up for this.
Yeah.
So I increase his conversion rates right there.
I use Square myself, and this thing's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super awesome. So, anything you'd like to add that we didn't discuss about promoting your book?
Well, I could talk a little bit about the things that I'm running towards now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but maybe I'd be also curious about publishing. Do you use a publisher or not, and why?
yeah, I used a publisher, and a publisher was a great idea for me, and I love having the support of the team at the publisher for ordering more books. They come up with ideas for marketing, even though they're not really working for the marketing. My publisher's a little different because they actually had a whole conference, and I got ads in their magazines and stuff like that. Most publishers are not going to be like that. Check out Content Marketing Institute books if you're interested in that sort of thing. But for someone like me, I never would have got it done without the team. So driving deadlines, an artist to do my cover
Cracking
stuff,
the whip.
and really just having someone to bounce things off of. He's like, here's an angle I took on this. What do you
Accountability
think?
partners.
Yes,
kind of.
accountability partners, idea partners, having an editor. Editors was great. Lisa does great work for me. So I would recommend the publisher if you have trouble finishing things like I do.
Yeah. Okay. So what's next?
What's next for the book? So we are. I think an important thing in this age is that this book does not stand by itself. It's the print book, plus it's the content you're writing, helpful videos, free chapters, webinars, things like this. The book doesn't stand on its own. I mean, it's the internet. So.
Did you sell more paper or Kindle books?
Right now I'm selling more paper, but I think the Kindle books, just because there's they're easier to sell. They're outselling paper in the broader market, so I expect to sell more Kindle.
Is it in any bookstores? Well, I guess there's Barnes and Nobles is the only chain left. Do they have it?
Yeah, no, I'm not in any bookstores.
Okay.
And I'm not missing that. I'm not going to sell very much there. It's great for your ego to go into a bookstore and see a book there.
I guess.
Send your mom and your grandma over there, but after that, it's not going to help very
I remember Gary Vee, when he wrote Crush It, he said that he used to randomly walk into bookstores and sign his books and write like hidden messages and then tweet out that, hey, walk by that bookstore and left some signed copies there, you know.
Yeah, I've been doing some of the little doodles. If you see the little doodles that I do, I do those for, it's like infographics and stuff like that.
So
I've
you
been
do
doing
them
doodles
yourself?
Yes, I do those myself.
Oh, I thought you had a doodle guy.
I don't have a doodle guy. Does anybody know a doodle guy? We actually have some good doodle people here in town at Sunny Brown. But anyways, so I do a little doodle for those folks in the front of the book. I don't have an example of it here, but I have some pictures on my Amazon author page of some of the doodles I did in the book. Did I not do a doodle for you? You should go look. I'm pretty sure I did a doodle for you.
I think you just had a message for me. It's like...
No, I did a doodle. I think it was an Excel from Conversion Excel.
Yes, it was. Yes, I remember.
Excel, yeah.
I remember. Yes, it was. Good. Final words?
Final words. The next thing to look for is a little thing I'm trying to do in which if you email me the receipt from your Amazon purchase, I will give you 2 free videos that expand on the concepts, 2 free educational videos that expand on the concept. So you get free content if you send me an email
What's your
address. Email? There's going to be a specific email address to that, and it is... I'm going to have to go and check out the specific email. Send that to receipt@customerequation.com. That's what it is. Receipt, R-E-C-I-E-P-T, maybe for E, except E-I-P-T, R-E-C-E-I-P-T, @customerequation.com. Send your receipt and get free videos.
All right, that's all, folks. See you in the future.